Hey there mamas, I'm Christy and today we are making a Thanksgiving charcuterie board. So first of all, what is a charcuterie board? So before all of the different fads that you see popping up on Pinterest, a charcuterie board was a way to present cured meats and cheese for an appetizer, dinner, different types of events. But now they've kind of evolved into these great extravagant things. And a lot of people are fearful of making them because they feel like they can't really afford to do it. But I'm going to show you guys how to make a charcuterie board on a budget just in time for the holidays. So let's make one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys everything you will need to put together your Thanksgiving charcuterie board. So I'm going to start over here. I've got a bunch of different kinds of things. So every charcuterie board needs meat, cheese, and some kind of like cracker or something like that. So the meats that I have are some prosciutto, some hard salami, and I also got this garlic summer sausage, which is gluten-free. And as far as my crackers are, I have these original wheat crackers by Savorites. I have herb sea salt crisp bread. And I picked up these black sesame crisps from Aldi. Well, everything I got here is from Aldi. And I got these Pizzelle vanilla flavored crisps. And these will go better with a dessert board, but I did want to show you guys some different options. So as far as the cheeses, you want soft cheeses, things that are easy for people to be able to easily cut off the board. So we have smoked Gouda cheese. I have a mild Irish cheddar cheese. And since this is a Thanksgiving themed board, I got a couple of cheeses that have like a cranberry flavor. So I have this goat cheese with a cranberry cinnamon flavor, and a cranberry white cheddar cheese. And I got an Asiago cheese. And then you want to fill in kind of like in between the board with different things that go well with your meats and your cheeses. So I've got some green apples, which is a very fall type of fruit. I've got some grapes. And I've got cranberries. Now I'm going to be using my cranberries more for like a decoration for my board versus something for my guests to eat. And the way to differentiate from things that you probably want them to eat and not, you want to use things like tins or small dishes to put things that you want them to be able to easily grab and eat inside of the tin, and everything else that you might want to use for decor, you just put around the outside of the board or in between the different options that they'll be choosing from. I also picked up these dark chocolate butter cookies as well, which would pair well with these Pizzelle crisps. And I've got some wild garlic cheese stuffed peppers. And I have some popcorn already pre-popped. Okay, so you can purchase charcuterie boards off Amazon or anywhere online. But I'm just going to use some cutting boards I already have around the house. So I have this one, but I'm not going to use that one for this particular video. And then I have this one. And I really want this one since it is a Thanksgiving one. And then people don't have to go around the board. They can just choose whatever they want from it. I also have these tins that I'm going to use to put things into as well. Okay, so I'm going to start out with my garlic summer sausage. Okay, so I'm just gonna place this on the edge of my board. Make it look cute. And if you have some pieces that don't all, just put them on the inside. Totally fine. Okay. Then I'm gonna add in my prosciutto. so you can make it look cute. I mean, I feel like charcuterie boards are all about design. It's a different way to design food. So make it presentable looking. I had a couple people ask about vegan charcuterie boards. So in that event, then of course you wouldn't have a lot of the things that I have, but what I'll do is put like a link in the description with some alternatives for that kind of board. So I'm gonna have a lot of meat on mine, so just so you know. Okay, so depending on how many guests you are gonna be having, then of course you would put in a little bit more or a little bit less. This is not to like feed everybody, it's just like an appetizer type thing. So I'm gonna add in my last meat, which is this salami. I did most of my shopping at Aldi, so I kind of just got what they had available. But you can get fun with this. You can put other types of things, beef, turkey, things like that. And you can also ask your guests what they prefer. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that because I don't personally like salami, but I know my husband does. So I'm just gonna put a few pieces up here for him. Okay. All right, so next I'm gonna add in my crackers or breads. If you want to make something, then like a toasting some kind of like sourdough bread or something like that, that would be really nice. But I'm just gonna use things I picked up at the store. So I'm gonna add in these crisps and these crackers. And yeah, and that's it. So I'm gonna add these on here. All right, so you just want to put whatever things go, like you want them to be able to pick up next to each other. So I would go in with this, grab my cracker, grab my prosciutto, and then whatever else I might add in here that I want to go together, and then be able to make one bite. So that would be the purpose of this. So I'm actually going to put this over here next to the prosciutto because I think this will pair better with that. All right, and then I'm gonna add in my crackers over here. So I think those would pair better with these meats. I'm gonna eat this one. Okay, so now cheese. I got a couple of soft cheeses, like this goat cheese and this cheddar cheese, which are infused with cranberries. Since this one's already kind of like shaped as a circle, I'm gonna put this one in the middle. And definitely don't be afraid to rearrange your board if you need to. I think that looks good. And then I have this smoked Gouda cheese. I'm actually not gonna put all of this one on there. So I'm gonna slice this particular one. And I'm gonna put this next to these crackers because I just think these will go better. So your charcuterie board, you wanna make it easy for your guests to know where to go when they're eating, okay? And then I'm gonna try this Asiago cheese as well. And then I think that's all the cheeses I'm gonna add to that because I don't wanna do too much. I don't wanna give them too many options. So I think this cheese will pair really good with the salami and the sausage and these crackers. So I'm gonna put this cheese off to this side. Okay, so now I'm going to try to fill in with some other things that I want to add to my board, such as these apples. And I've already cut some, so I'm going to just add them into here. And if you're going to be preparing this ahead of time and you're using apples, sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on there so they don't turn brown before people get to eat them. And I just cut my apple in half and I chopped it this way. And then I'm going to add in my popcorn. So popcorn is really good to pair with certain wines as well. So I'll share a little bit about that in a minute. But it also goes good with cured meats such as prosciutto. And I'm using kettle corn because it gives you a little bit of sweet and a little bit of salty. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna just fill in some of the gaps with some of my cranberries for decorations. Woo! They went everywhere. So, there, make it a little bit pleasing to the eye. Looks good. Okay, so once your board is complete and beautiful like mine, you are ready for your guests. Also, you can find some really good wines to pair well with a board like this. So one of my favorites is the Cabernet Sauvignon. It has a really fruity undertone, which goes well with these types of meats. So this is a really good option, or even a Merlot if you like red. If you like white, a Riesling, Chardonnay, or even a Pinot Grigio will go really good with this board as well. And if you're not into alcohol at all, then I suggest one of these sparkling red grape cocktails. These are really good, and you can even make some different kind of like drinks with this, like a mix. So that's an option as well. And if you haven't, I have an apple cider recipe video that you can go check out. I'll link it in the cards. But apple cider also is really great for Thanksgiving and goes great with this board as well. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I had a great time making this Thanksgiving charcuterie board, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you have questions about anything, just comment below and we'll talk about it in the comments. So thank you again for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.